The Joe Rogan Experience.
Kids in LA, here being famous doesn't seem like a viable option. In LA, it seemed like the most viable option, like the most primary option. And
you mean like there's a
community of people that are focused around the Kardashians, right, and the athletes and the musicians and the this and the that, and their whole ideas. This obviously sounds hypocritical. It's coming from someone who happens to be famous, but I think that it's a empty pursuit. It's you can get famous doing a thing that you love, or you can try to be famous, and they're two very different things. And I think there's been many times in my life where I was trying to get famous because it seemed like it was impossible. Right, like when I was young and first getting on television, first doing comedy, because it just seemed like impossible. Like, how does someone get famous? How does it? I could see other people famous. Like, how are they famous? This is crazy. It seemed nuts. Yeah. But be careful what you wish for.
You think fame changed you? Like, are you able to, like, be cognizant of ways in which the fact that this podcast is the biggest podcast in the world and just all of that, how that's changing your mind? I mean, that I think about that with power. That you might not be cognizant of the way that power is changing you. That's why I find Putin fascinating.
So what?
Like, do you look in the mirror and see, like, you're not the man you used to be in some dimension? Like, this is a different human because you're so fucking famous.
Believe it or not, I think about that very little. And I think that's one of the keys to my success.
I think so. I see that.
Legitimately.
I think just interacting with you offline in general, I don't think it doesn't look like you acknowledge to yourself that you're famous. Like, you're not living with that truth. You're not, like, lingering it. You're still pursuing the things that make you happy. I tend to believe that you can do the same with power. Like, I tend to believe a president could do that same kind of thing.
That's what we would hope, right? You would hope that some president gets to a position of power, not because they crave it, but because they have solutions to problems and they genuinely think that they can help the world. I'm not saying that I'm not equating I'm not favorably comparing myself to a president or something like that, but I think I got a slow drip of fame, and that's one of the things that helped me. I got on television for the first time in, like, the early 90s with doing stand-up comedy. And then it led to a sitcom, then it led to Fear Factor and the UFC and all these different things. And then ultimately it accidentally led to the biggest thing that I ever did, which was this.
Is this the biggest thing you ever did? This podcast?
Oh, by far. Yeah. By magnitudes. Massive, giant numbers of magnitudes different than anything I've ever done. Catch new episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience for free only on Spotify. Watch back catalog JRE videos on Spotify, including clips. Easily, seamlessly switch between video and audio experience. On Spotify, you can listen to the JRE in the background while using other apps and can download episodes to save on data cost, all for free. Spotify is absolutely free. You don't have to have a premium account to watch new JRE episodes. You just need to search for the JRE on your Spotify app. Go to Spotify now to get this full episode of the Joe Rogan Experience.